Oxfam reports that billionaire taxes can fund universal health care in 80 countries. Since the start of the pandemic, the rich have found ways to continue getting richer. Forbes' latest Billionaires List shows that the planet's 10 wealthiest people, a group of entirely white Western men that includes Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, and Warren Buffett, have doubled their fortunes since the COVID-19 start. While the World Bank estimated that the pandemic forced 100 million more people into extreme poverty in 2020, a historically unprecedented increase. A new report from Oxfam, one of the world's largest charities, calls these trends alarming. Released today ahead of the World Economic Forum's Davos agenda and simply titled, Inequality Kills. It looks at how life during the pandemic has been far less rosy for the rest of the world, and blames wealthy nations' tax policies as much as the increasingly wealthier world's richest people. By not vaccinating the world, governments have allowed the conditions for the COVID-19 virus to dangerously mutate. At the same time, they have also created the conditions for an entirely new variant of billionaire wealth. This variant, the billionaire variant, is profoundly dangerous for our world. New figures and analysis released in December 2021 by the World Inequality Lab reveal that since 1995, the top 1% have captured 19 times more of global wealth growth than the whole of the bottom 50% of humanity. Inequality is now as great as it was at the pinnacle of Western imperialism in the early 20th century. The Gilded Age of the late 19th century has been surpassed. Looking at this record wealth accumulated by the world's 10 richest men, which works out to roughly $1.3 billion per day for the pandemic as first 2 years, Oxfam proposes a one-time tax be levied on them. Policy-wise, this is a non-starter, but it's largely an intellectual exercise so Oxfam can make a bigger point. The charity suggests a 99% windfall tax on the pandemic wealth gains of the world's 10 richest men. It notes this single tax could cover the cost of vaccinating the entire world as well as extend universal health care, fund climate measures, erect proper social safety nets, and address gender-based violence in more than 80 countries, all while leaving those 10 men $8 billion richer than they were pre-pandemic. Oxfam's report pulls together various data that has been published elsewhere since the start of the pandemic. Seeing it all in one place, right before Davos, an event often criticized as a week-long oasis for ultra-wealthy jet-setters, is a bit sobering.